Talk about that now. Like, I mean, number one, since we can now talk about the makeup chair, what's the makeup process like for that face?
It's long. So, you know, the scene that we had in episode 4 where I pulled part of my face off, that was a 9-hour day test in the chair. And then it was 9-hour days shooting it. And a 3 or 4 part process. And the guys at Masters FX are amazing. And then what we're going to see next week and the progression of it gets, you know, actually we got it down to about 4 hours or so, but it's a lot.
Yeah. I mean, how many episodes can we expect her to have her face just kind of
He's
like...
trying for another spoiler. Do you see that? Casually.
I'm just trying to figure out how long you have to suffer.
Oh boy. It was a challenging season. It was such a great challenge, though, and you know, we can probably safely say it's True Blood, so it'll get much worse before and if it gets better.
I know that she's now. I mean, there are a few things. There are maybe 2 things that Pam won't deal with.
Yeah.
One, it's anything to her maker,
right.
And number 2, it's anything to her vanity.
That's right. And that's every season we learn something new about Pam. So last year we learned that she has a vulnerable side. And this year, you know, her vanity is probably even closer to her heart than Eric, which is amazing. I didn't think anything could supersede Eric, but I think her face does.
And it will drive her passionately to want to get them back, get
she
revenge.
Goes a little crazy.
Tell me a little bit of the process of the crazy.
Well, you know, throughout the years, I see other vampires get to do stuff. You know, Alex got to rip a body apart. Season 2, I think it was the opener, and I was so jealous. And you know, flashbacks are fun, and so I wanted to see if Pam had this warrior feral side, and she does. And what's great about this writing is that side is coming out at a time when that's unacceptable, because we're in this post-Russell Edgington era. So that combination of Pam not being a strategist and her face falling off, and she's pissed, is great. And had the different avenues she tries to kill and maim is so fabulous. But I love that she's a fighter. You know, she's going to go down fighting.
Well, I don't think anyone expects any less of her at this point.
Right.
But what does it gross you out to have to pull part of your face off, even if it is makeup? I mean, did any of that it grosses me out to look at it.
Well, when I watch it now, they showed a clip yesterday of 5, which I haven't seen yet, and I saw little pieces in looping. So for me, the process, for example, pulling my face off, where my focus is, because now I've been working on this, I'm in hour 16 of working on making it work for the camera, and what's going through my mind is it's a long reset if I don't get it right. There was a little hole that I had to find, but I couldn't look like I was looking for the hole, and so my mind is in a technical place. So, and they're injecting my in-between with tapioca pudding and coffee grounds. So I'm smelling coffee. It's 4 in the morning. We're outside. I'm freezing cold. I want to get this done so there isn't a 30-minute reset, so I'm even more cold. That's where the actor's mind is. So it's not gross because you're so busy. You know, I liken it to being busy. If we were watching somebody get eaten by a shark, we would be grossed out. But the person being eaten by the shark is busy.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely.
They're punching, they're fighting, they're drowning, they're trying to get air, and that's what...
Yeah. I'm starting to learn as I've been reporting on TV that for sex scenes, for gross out scenes,
right.
For whatever, it's really very technical.
It's very technical, and you're very busy. You have a lot in your mind. With a sex scene, you know, you're trying to not cover the other person's face. You're trying to get your dialogues in there right. You've got 50 people 5 feet away, and you know, there's so much on your mind. It's the difference between literally being eaten by a shark or watching it, or, you know, watching a surgery or being the surgeon.
Right.
The surgeon's busy.